welcome to MiSpot, where we balance, heal, and activate who we truly are. You can call me High Key Kiki, and tonight is first quarter. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. We have wrapped up Gemini season. I have celebrated. I was traveling yesterday back in town, and I just could not find it in my energy to get my video done. So here we are now. I hope this is better late than never. I will definitely not leave you hanging for long. Where my people at? Where my people? Where my people? I know it's a Monday evening. We just had some thunderstorms go through. The weather has been perfect from what I could see. Like over the last week, the weather has been like absolutely perfect. It might be 90 degrees, but it's not super humid. It's just been great weather. So we're going to tap in really quickly because I definitely got to go catch Market Monday. Can't be for that. But I love y'all and I'm committed. So let's go ahead and ground our energy. And you can just start by taking a few deep breaths in through the nose. Long breaths out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Long breaths out through the mouth. Third time, in through the nose. Long exhale out through the mouth. Continue to give yourself deep inhales and long exhales. As you continue breathing, we just take this moment to reconnect ourselves to the earth, her energy, completely allowing ourselves to feel her support underneath us. Whether your feet are resting on the floor or your butt rests in a chair, you can just sit here and completely allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to feel fully supported by what's under you. Letting all the weight drop. With every exhale, you release more and more toxicity, depression, darkness. And with every inhale, you breathe in more and more light. And as you allow yourself to reconnect to all that is, feeling ourselves fully supported by the weight of the earth. Knowing that the earth is always our source for grounding. Laying in the grass, hugging trees, sitting on the beach. Always our source of grounding. Allow yourself to feel the complete release of letting go. And breathe into it. Allow your hands to feel heavy. energy of releasing. If you have to release any tension in your neck or your shoulders, allow yourself to feel it dissolve with each exhale. We call in our spirit teams, guardian angels, archangels, divine ancestors of love and light connected to the sun, the Most High. We call you in to help us, guide us, lead us as we download the messages for our best and highest good under this first quarter moon, bringing in the sun sign of Cancer, closing out Gemini season, embracing the summer solstice. We ask that you guide us into alignment as we set intentions to prepare. We thank you in advance for all that you'll do. We thank you, Mother Earth, for always being our source of grounding. It is done. All right. So, okay. Have you been feeling strong? Have you been feeling, like you got this? You got this. So, of course, happy birthday to the Cancers. It's officially Cancer season. All right. We have been experiencing some storms. So wind and water have been clashing. The sun has been doing its thing too, with heating up the place. But the wind and the water have been out there wreaking havoc. So Gemini and Cancer season are like smashing up together. I love it. Congratulations to the New York Knicks for being the NBA champions after 53 years. Well before I was born. A few years before I was born. Several years before I was born. But congratulations. Just came back from New York. The city was definitely a vibe, good energy. The buildings were lit up with blue and orange lights. There were World Cup watch parties and just a good vibe. A good time to be in New York. All right. So this week in the sky, besides the summer solstice, which is, we're going into a season of like a transition, obviously, right? The summer is now showing us that I believe we'll celebrate a day where it's the longest day of the year, and then the days will officially start to get shorter. Okay? The daylight will officially start to get shorter. I know it sounds like a little early for that, but we're not quite at that day yet. It's in the next week or so, though. It's soon. But anyway, so as far as what's in the sky, we don't really have too much else going on until the 28th, when Mars enters Gemini. I can tell you right now, I'm going to be feeling myself. Hello. I'm going to be feeling myself. I already know it. Mars enters Gemini on June 28th. And then on the 29th, Mercury goes into retrograde. Capricorn full moon also happens on that day. Oh my goodness. And then on the 30th, Jupiter enters Leo. So the solstice, the summer solstice, like I said, is a transition. I actually just posted something on this. It might be gone now. But here, I can read it. But long story short, we're obviously in a transition. We know that. We're pretty much expecting that throughout the entire 2026. I'm pretty sure that we're going to be in a transition phase throughout the year. Leo season is definitely seeming to be significant. I have a lion that has popped up as my screensaver, and there was another confirmation of Leo earlier today. I can't remember. The angel numbers have also been popping. A lot of 1111, 111, 444, 555, 333, 222. Oh my goodness, 222 has been coming through a lot. A lot of alignment, a lot of like closing out, like shifting energy, not fast moving. It's like it's grabbing some footing. We're going to be in here. We're going to be in this space for a while. So I'm hoping that you're feeling strong. I'm hoping that you're feeling in your power. You're feeling more confident. You're feeling more courageous. You might even be expressing yourself verbally. You could be speaking. You could be reading. You could be singing. You could be just using your voice in some kind of way. That's the energy as well. And then Mars shifting into Gemini, that energy is just going to bring us more confidence, more we're going to be more assertive, we're going to be more action oriented, we're going to be ready to take like action, like physical action in the direction of dreams, goals, things that are calling us to another level, another dimension, a higher level. All right. What else do we have? What else? We have so like I said, solstices. The anchor points around which the year turns and mark the transitions between seasons. The zodiac is organized around these 4 turning points, dividing the year into equal sections and aligning the movement of the sun with changes in the light and in nature. All right, so we just shifted into the cardinal sign of Cancer. The word cardinal comes from the Latin word cardinalis, meaning serving as a hinge. It's a pivot point. We're in a pivot point. That's been another confirmation, even during the playoffs, like the I guess the championship games. I remember a pivot conversation. It just reminded me of basketball, and I think I saw a quote. But anyway, so these are pivot points serving as a hinge. Okay, they mark the beginnings of light waxing or waning. Sometimes when the ratio of daylight to darkness shifts direction, reminding us of the cyclical rhythm that shapes each year. And then the summer solstice, it happens when the sun is entering the sign of Cancer, the longest day of the year, and marks the height of the sun's power. From this peak of light, the days begin to shorten. So we've reached that point where the sun has, or we should be reaching that point soon, where the sun has given us the longest daylight of the year. And then once that day happens, then we start to automatically fall back into the days getting shorter, which, like I said, it sounds crazy, but that's already starting. We also know that the day that's in the middle of the year this year is July 2nd. July 2nd is the mid-year day. So I know that that's also during Leo season. No, that's not true. That's Cancer season, Leo season at the end of July. But Leo season is significant as well. Leo was coming up in last week's message. The solstice signals a turn inward toward nourishment, protection, and emotional depth. That's the Cancer energy. Cancer's archetype echoes this inward pull, calling attention to home, belonging, and the rhythms of nature. So that's what the summer solstice is doing. It's pulling us in. So you could be spending more time with family, more time with your children. You could be on vacation. It's summer break. Kids are out. Oh look at my one of my birthday presents. Aren't they cute? I like them so much. They were a nice surprise when I got back. Okay. All right. So what we say? Mars in Gemini. What else is happening? It's a lot going on. A retrograde, Mercury retrograde, a Capricorn full moon, and Jupiter enters Leo. Listen, so Leos, y'all about to get a turn up, okay? So Jupiter energy is expansion, growth, territory. I think of like land. I even think of generational wealth. I think of property. Okay. Cancer energy also carries like this home, but it's more of like the nurturing, the emotional side of home, right? The family bond at home. But Jupiter also is like expanding, like territorial, physical type of expansion. That's what Jupiter does. And he comes to do that to all signs for 2 years. All right. So Leo, it's your season. It's not your season, but it's your turn for Jupiter to come into your life and boost you and love on you and expand you in multiple areas. I received it as a Gemini. Jupiter came through my sign for 2 years, about 2 years ago now. Yeah, actually, yep, I've been talking about this. So the end of June, going into July, this will happen. So we're already starting to feel that energy. So you just be getting some good news. Okay, you might want to just see where of course Leo falls in your chart. Is for everybody. Where Leo falls in your chart, where Jupiter falls in your chart, you'll also sense an activation there. And typically the energy is always calling you to move forward to where the planets are now. All right. So you're going from where what was activated when you were born, and to the energy that they're positioned in now. That's what you're being called into. Okay. You're being called into that Jupiter in Leo energy. But you'll definitely be getting a blessing, Leo. It's just I can definitely say I've experienced it. I've watched it go through Cancer season as well, which showed up a lot in the cards, like the expansion of what Cancers were working through, like career things and just being more consistent and growing, like their earthly possessions. And Jupiter probably helped with that. Now it's Leo's turn. All right. So like I said, it's just loving on you, giving you some love. All right, I think that's it for the sky. It's 19 minutes even on the clock. So I do have to make this one a little shorter, but we're going to get a message. That's what we're going to do. Holy Spirit, ancestors of divine love and healing light, please protect us as we download the messages for our best and highest good. Anything that's not for our best and highest good, please close, shut, lock, and block that door in the name above all names. Amen. And Ashe. All right. Ooh. I like when they jump out like that. We got 2. On the top, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. There's that eclipse energy again. This card didn't come out, but we got eclipse energy last week. A new start is coming. New moon. You don't say. All right, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse, and a new start is coming. New moon. Bottom of the deck, balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Okay, so conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. We will experience another eclipse during Virgo season. I think I looked this up last week. I feel like that happened already. Do we get 2 eclipses in a sign for 2 years in a row? Like, do we get an eclipse in a sign for 2 years in a row? Maybe, because I think the poles shift every 2 years. Some interesting stuff going on in the sky, but we should be going back into eclipse season or experience another eclipse. You may not be in an area where it be visible, but eclipse season happens again in Virgo season, if I'm not mistaken. All right. What else? And a new start is coming. There's that new beginnings energy again, closing out a cycle so that endings create new beginnings. And we're in this transition. All I see is just like circular motion, which kind of sucks sometimes if you feel like you're going in circles. But this circle is moving forward. This circle is multiple circles, but they're all moving forward. All right, let's read. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. We definitely got a full moon. We got a eclipse message last week. All right, let's get it. Okay. Full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slammed shut! Exclamation point. If you pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a new way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. Sorry, I jacked that one up. Attune to the moon. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Okay. Additional meanings for this card. Doors slammed shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. I don't know if I'm butchering the pronunciation. And seed control and let events unfold. The teaching. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. Interesting. Is that when I lost, folks? Work with your darkness. There's an energy here that there's an emotional energy that comes with this card and this message. Just telling us like it's okay to like release emotions. It's okay to let go of emotions that are holding you back, right? Breathing into it, seeing it dissolve. If you need like a guided meditation, reach out. I'm your girl. But to help you be able to process that energy and process those wounds. Because emotional abuse, emotional pain, it's real. You know, we're not here to act like we're not hurt by things, or things don't bother us, or we're not disappointed, or people don't disappoint us. Because sometimes people just want you to put on a face because they don't want to be accountable for stuff. And we're not about that life. Like there's without discipline, you can't really grow. So when you don't have disciplined energy, then how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're disciplined in, some pretty important areas in life, there's certain levels of growth that you may not reach, or we may not reach, because we're not disciplined in certain areas, right? So exposing our shadow self, being able to be vulnerable with the disappointment, be vulnerable with saying how you feel, or where you are, fucked up. No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing. But like where people had you wrong, or just work through it. I encourage working through it. Where some of us are being called to use our voice. So the conversations are challenging because they need to be had. Challenging conversations are hard because they are necessary, right? So embrace that shadow, and that is calling it for what it is so that we can get past it. Okay? So we can get past it. That's how we become accountable. We can't not change what we won't admit. Okay, the first step to any type of recovery, any type of change or shift is admitting there's a problem. That's the first step in any recovery, is admitting there's a problem. Okay? Okay. All right. A new start is coming. New moon. So we just celebrated a new moon last week. New moon in Gemini. And then after this, we'll have a full moon in Capricorn, as we are currently embracing. Wow, this is the very beginning of the book. Your new beginning is here, boo. Your new beginning is here. Your new beginning is here. Yes, your new beginning is here. It's here, baby. It's here. A new start is coming. New moon. There is a yes exclamation point coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on target to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way. Be that on a new or better course, or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles, and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now, or something totally new and fresh is on its way. Attune to the moon. I'll see it when I believe it. I'll see it when I believe it. Additional meanings for this card. A new start is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well. Forget about the past. The teaching. The new moon marks the start of the waxing cycle and the midpoint of the dark moon. It's a dark and veiled time when the moon is invisible, and a time of rebirth. It's a time that witches do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle. An intensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil to other worlds. Let's going to be a very powerful moon. Could be a little emotional. Don't be afraid to feel the emotions. Okay? Those of us who sow in tears, we reap in joy. So don't be afraid to let the tears flow if you're feeling emotional. Okay? Sometimes we get really good sleep after a good cry, but don't be afraid to cry. Hopefully you'll have somebody who can, hug you while you cry, or maybe you need to cry alone. But we're being called to let go of the residual stuff. Let go, let go, let go. There's a new thing. God has a new thing. We've renewed our minds. Now we're on this new thing. There's a new thing. God is doing a new thing. There's a whole new beginning. You just birth yourself into your next best self, your next version, your next level. You've done it. You've done it. Listen, I think that this is all we need. Stay balanced, stay grounded, stay strong, okay? Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. I said that already. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and physically. Stay strong in all those areas. I've been talking about getting our money up. Okay, that's a really good way to stay grounded, is to stay grinding, stay in routine. You don't have to rush. Okay, you don't have to rush, not during this season. You can just stay in routine and your consistency is going to pay off. All right, just stay in routine. All right, if you have been called to create a new routine or change something that's going to make life easier, more peaceful for you, and probably help your pockets, do it. If there is something you need to do to your routine that's going to shift, it's going to help you be at more peace, it's going to help you have fatter pockets, it's going to just help your mental, do it. Okay? Use your discernment, your wisdom. Okay? Making sure you're balancing it out with our realistic self. Balancing out our dreams. So we're being called to go towards our dreams. Okay? That's all I have for the evening. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I love you, but God loves you more. Always go within so you never go without. And over here, we stay connected to the ones that sit high, look low, and see everything. Thank you for coming out. Anything you need to know about me will be in the description box. God bless you. Good night, and I'll see you next week.